1. Haunting Whispers. My name is Olivia. In the heart of the Mistwood region, my name is Olivia, and I found myself drawn to the mouth of a cave that seemed to beckon with secrets untold. With eager anticipation, we ventured deep within, the excitement of the unknown urging us forward. But it wasn't long before the air grew heavy, and the shadows that danced along the walls took on a life of their own. As we journeyed further, whispers echoed in the darkness, soft, insidious murmurs that brushed against our ears like ghostly fingers. The cave's architecture seemed to shift, twisting into grotesque shapes that danced just beyond the reach of our light. Our hearts raced, and a sense of dread settled over us, a feeling that we were not alone in this subterranean realm. The whispers grew louder, coalescing into a chilling chorus that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. It was as if the cave was mocking us, taunting us with its secrets. Suddenly, a piercing scream shattered the eerie silence, a sound that seemed to reverberate through our very bones. Panic surged within us, and we stumbled backward, our screams mingling with the echoes of the cave. As our flashlights illuminated the path ahead, we caught sight of partial bone, remains human and animal alike, strewn across the ground. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the walls seemed to weep with crimson stain. A chilling wind carried mournful wails, and the shadows seemed to writhe with a malevolent energy. We pressed forward, our fear a tangible presence that clung to us like a second skin. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, a specter with hollow eyes and a mirthless grin. His fingers reached out, and the whispers grew louder, their words a cacophony of madness. With a guttural cry, we fled, our minds haunted by the horrors that had unfolded within the depths. To this day, the cave's haunting whispers linger in my mind, a reminder of the darkness that can consume even the most curious of souls. The screams and echoes still reverberate within me, a testament to the terrors that lurk in the shadows, terrors that marked me, scarred me, and left me forever changed. 2. The Crimson Abyss. Call me Ethan. Ethan here. In the Crimson Gorge, my friends and I entered a cave that beckoned with an eerie allure. Our excitement was palpable as we ventured deeper, our flashlights revealing walls adorned with ancient bloodstains. The air grew heavy, as if weighed down by the malevolence that had seeped into the very rock. As we explored further, the walls seemed to close in around us, suffocating us with their oppressive presence. The bloodstains took on a life of their own, twisting and pulsating with a sinister energy. It was as if the very essence of the cave had been stained by the horrors that had transpired within its depths. Whispers brushed against our ears, carrying with them tales of unspeakable suffering. Shadows danced at the edges of our vision, and the air was thick with the scent of iron, a metallic tang that mingled with the damp earth. Our hearts pounded in our chests, and growing unease settled over us like a shroud. As we ventured deeper, the air grew colder, and the walls bore grotesque drawings that seemed to writhe and shift. Our flashlights illuminated a gruesome tableau, an alcove adorned with partial bone remains. The sight sent a wave of nausea crashing over us, and the floor seemed to pulse with the agony of the past. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the cavern, carrying with it a mournful wail that echoed in our very souls. We turned to flee, but the path seemed to shift, leading us further into the abyss. Our screams joined the chorus of unearthly cries, a symphony of suffering that seemed to envelop us. Desperation fueled our flight, and as we burst back into the world of light and air, our bodies were drenched in sweat, our minds scarred by the horrors we had witnessed. The crimson stains and haunting images are etched in my memory, a constant reminder of the darkness that dwells beneath the earth. To this day, I am haunted by the echoes of the cave, the whispers, the bloodstains, the screams. The experience marked me, leaving an indelible scar on my soul. The knowledge that some depths harbor horrors beyond imagination is a truth I can never escape. 3. Shrouded in fear. My name is Lily. Lily speaking. The veiled valley held an air of mystery that drew us in, and a cave nestled within its depths promised untold secrets. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, we ventured deep within, flashlights illuminating the path ahead. But as we journeyed further, the air grew thick with an unsettling energy. Whispers seemed to swirl in the shadows, their words indistinct, but laden with malevolence. The walls shifted and contorted, forming grotesque shapes that danced at the corners of our vision. It was as if the very cave was alive with a presence that defied explanation, a presence that watched our every move. As we pressed on, the shadows seemed to close in, suffocating us with their touch. A chorus of distant cries reached our ears, faint but agonizingly real. The air seemed to carry the weight of sorrow, as if the very earth mourned the tragedies that had occurred within its heart. Suddenly, a chilling fog enveloped us, obscuring our vision and dampening the sound of our footsteps. Panic surged within us as we stumbled forward, our hands outstretched to find our way. Whispers grew louder, swirling in the mist like vengeful spirits. We shouted, our voices mingling with the ethereal chorus, but our pleas went unanswered. As the fog lifted, we found ourselves in a chamber adorned with partial bone remains. Some were human, others animal, creating a macabre mosaic on the cave floor. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and a feeling of dread settled over us, a feeling that we were intruding upon a realm of darkness beyond our understanding. With each step, the walls seemed to whisper tales of suffering and despair, the very stone bearing witness to unspeakable horrors. We fled, our screams joining the chorus of distant cries that followed us through the passages. Emerging into the light, we were forever marked by the echoes of the cave, the whispers, the cries, the bone-chilling presence. To this day, I carry the weight of that experience, a reminder that some depths should remain unexplored, that some secrets are best left untouched. The cave's haunting whispers continue to resonate in my mind, a testament to the darkness that can consume even the bravest of souls. 4. Echoes of Desolation. I'm Daniel here. The desolate caverns held a promise of adventure, and my friends and I answered its call with flashlights in hand. We delved into the depths, our excitement overshadowed by the growing unease that seemed to cling to the air. The walls bore ancient markings, symbols that pulsed with an eerie energy, as if the very rock had absorbed the sorrow of ages. As we ventured deeper, the shadows seemed to move on their own, twisting and writhing as if they were alive. Our footsteps echoed in the darkness, a reminder that we were intruders in a realm beyond our understanding. A distant scream shattered the silence, its sound reverberating through our very bones. Fear gripped us, and we stumbled backward, our breaths ragged with panic. Our flashlights, illuminated partial bone, remained scattered across the cave floor, a mosaic of decay that bore witness to the passage of time. The air was thick with the scent of death, and a chill settled over us, a chill that seemed to seep into our very souls. It was as if the cave itself held the memories of those who had perished within its depths. As we pressed on, the shadows seemed to close in around us, their touch icy and suffocating. A guttural snarl echoed through the passages, a sound that seemed to come from the very bowels of the earth. Our hearts raced, and we quickened our pace, driven by a primal urge to escape the horrors that lurked in the darkness. Tave's architecture shifted, leading us deeper into the labyrinthine maze. Grotesque drawings adorned the walls, depicting scenes of suffering and torment. It was as if the very stone held the echoes of the past, echoes that whispered tales of agony and despair. Our screams mingled with the cries that reverberated through the air, a symphony of suffering that surrounded us, emerging back into the world of light and air. Our bodies were drenched in sweat, our minds scarred by the horrors we had witnessed. The echoes of the cave's desolation continued to haunt us, whispers of sorrow, screams of torment. To this day, I am haunted by the darkness that dwells beneath the earth, a darkness that marked me, changed me, and left me forever scarred. 5. The unseen horror. You can call me Ava. Ava speaking. Hidden within the depths of the hidden hollows, a cave called to us with a promise of mystery. With eager curiosity, we ventured inside, flashlights cutting through the darkness. But as we journeyed deeper, a sense of unease settled over us, a feeling that something unseen watched our every move. Whispers brushed against our ears, soft and indistinct, as if carried on a breeze from another realm. The air grew thick with an oppressive energy, and the walls seemed to shift, forming shapes that twisted and contorted. Our breaths came quick and shallow, the weight of the darkness bearing down on us. The path ahead disappeared into a dense fog, and we stumbled forward, hands outstretched to find our way. The whispers grew louder, swirling in the mist like vengeful spirits. Suddenly, a chilling touch grazed my arm, and a scream tore from my throat. Panic surged within us as we fled, our footsteps echoing in the fog. Emerging from the mist, we found ourselves in a chamber illuminated by our flashlights, a chamber adorned with partial bone remains. Some were human, others animal, forming a mosaic of death that seemed to writhe in the pale light. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and a sense of dread settled over us. A dread that the unseen horror was still lurking, just beyond our sight. As we retraced our steps, the whispers seemed to follow us, their words a haunting echo in our minds. The walls seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, and the air grew colder, as if the very cave itself was alive with malevolence. Our screams mingled with the ethereal chorus as we burst back into the realm of light and air, our hearts racing, our bodies trembling. To this day, the memory of the unseen horror lingers in my mind, a reminder that some depths hold terrors beyond the scope of human understanding. The whispers, the touch, the bone-chilling presence, they mark me, leaving a scar that time cannot heal. The hidden hollows hold secrets that can never be forgotten.